Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today is episode 4 of Series Knockout. If you guys are new to the channel and don't know what Series Knockout is, I try to do one episode every month or so just as a little check-in and reminder to myself. I have a huge backlog of active series, and I'm trying to focus on them more this year. Get the list down to a more manageable number. I think I had like close to 100 last time I went through. Um, and pretty much none of them were finished. I think I've finished close to like 18 series now, and I've made some really good progress on some others. I thought this month I would do the episode like pretty much the same, but I did want to try doing like having a spinner wheel picks the next series that I complete. So that being said, let's hop into the spinner wheel. I recorded my screen on my phone for the spinner wheel previously, so I will show you here um, what I get. All right. I was so excited to get Crowns of Nyaxia. Um, it's just one of those series that like every single book I've read in it, I've absolutely loved. And I just for some reason keep putting them off. I'm not always the biggest romantasy person. I do like it, but it's got to be like the right place, right time for it to really hit for me. But I think when I picked this, I was definitely in a romantasy mood. Um, you guys know how I feel about novellas. I don't really like them, so I skipped over the novella Six Scorched Roses, but I did go back and read it for this. So we read that, and I actually ended up giving it 4 stars. I liked it a whole lot more than I thought I would. Um, I had already read Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. So the only other book I had to read for this series was The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, which I ended up giving 5 stars. I really, really loved it. I was a little worried because, we're following different characters than the original duet, but I ended up loving it. And I'm really excited next month for The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk to come out so I can read that one. Um, these books they're not huge, but they're chunky enough where like being behind on this series always felt really daunting to me. Like, oh, I'm never gonna get caught up. But in reality, it wasn't that bad, and I flew through them because I enjoyed it so much. So we definitely got caught up in Crowns of Nyaxia until next month at least when the next book comes out. I also, of course, got caught up again in Solo Leveling, the manhwa. Um, I read volume 12, which just came out in English. I'm not sure when volume 13 comes out, so I am caught up for now, but probably not for long. They seem to come out every couple months, so I don't know an exact release date for the English version, but I'm on track and ready for that the second it drops. Next up, I actually finished up the Love in Galway series by Ivy Fairbanks. Book 1 was Morbidly Yours, which I had read previously, but I actually got an arc of book 2, which is called Heartstrings. And that one releases next month as well, August 12th, I believe. So I am caught up now in this series, possibly finished. I have not heard anything about a book 3, so I have no idea. So for now, we're going to mark this one as finished. Um, and it's finished before the release date even, which feels really good to like be ahead of the game for once. Next up, I read Kills Well with Others by Deanna Rayborn, which is book 2 in the Killers of a Certain Age series. Um, I was a little disappointed in this one compared to the first book. Um, and again, as far as I know, there's not going to be a book 3, so we're gonna mark this one as finished too. If they ever add it, I will read it, but these poor old ladies, man, they need a break. Just let them retire peacefully. They they can't be doing this at their old age. Next up, I started a brand new series, which is a spin-off to the Shatter Me series called Shatter Me: The New Republic by Tahara Mafi. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to, but I still gave it 4 stars, and I'm still going to continue the series because when I read the Shatter Me series a couple years ago, I was obsessed. And I'm just hoping that, like, I really end up loving something here, but I love that we have some new characters introduced, but we're also getting to see the lives of the past characters from the original series. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I think it was just a lot of introducing all the new characters, so I'll be interested to see where the series goes from here. And then we come to our first real disappointment, and that is the Hyperion Cantos series by Dan Simon. I read book 1 quite a long time ago now, but I absolutely loved it. And then I read book 2 slightly more recently and was so horribly disappointed. It just didn't give the same vibe. It wasn't as funny. Um, And then I tried reading book 3 last month, and I ended up DNFing the series. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get past the first, like, third of the book. I didn't wanna pick it up. I didn't wanna look at it. So that is a series that we will be probably unhauling at some point. I don't really need it on my shelf, especially if book 1 is the only book I liked, and I just have, like, the little, like, mass market paperback editions, so, like, they're nothing special to even have on the shelf. So a little disappointed in that, but at least that's another series checked off the list. I try not to DNF stuff, but I just could not. Then, of course, as soon as Caught Up by Navessa Allen came out, I immediately dived into that book. So that was book 2 in the Into the Darkness series. I don't know if she's doing any more in this world or not. Um, so I guess let me know down in the comments below if you do know. Obviously, like, book 1 was a favorite book of last year. Book 2, I really, really enjoyed as well. Not quite as much as book 1, but it was still good. It was still really good. Um, so if there are more of this series coming, I would absolutely read them, but I just don't know. But I hope there are because these were great. And the next series that I got caught up in is the Big Shots series by Tessa Bailey. I had previously read books 1 through 3. And then I got an arc for book 4. This one doesn't come out until September, so again, I got caught up early. But I read Picture Perfect, and I didn't love it. I think, there was some stuff that just was triggering to me. There was a lot of, like, weirdness going on, a lot of lying going on. A lot of, I guess, not really cheating because they weren't together, but, like, I don't know. They just took out their frustration and anger on each other in the wrong ways. Um, so I didn't love that one. However, book 5 of this series is called Catcher If You Can. And I don't think this one comes out obviously until like 2026, but if it is following the catcher that I think it's going to be following because we met him in book 4, I am really excited because he seems like one of those, like, he doesn't say a lot, but, like, that's his woman kind of thing. Like, he'll pick her up and sling him over his shoulder kind of deal. That's just the vibes he gives. So I'm really excited to check out his book. For the most part, this series has been a big win for me. I gave book 1 5 stars. Books 2 and 3, I gave 4 stars. I only gave 3 stars to book 4, but I'm excited for Catcher If You Can because I feel like that one could be another 5-star read for me. The next series that I don't know again if I finished or just got caught up in, but that is the Not in Love series by Ali Hazelwood. I read book 1 quite a while ago when it came out, called Not in Love, and I ended up only giving it 3 stars. It was Ali Hazelwood's first time dabbling in like a dark romance, but it was just really cringy and awkward to me. I didn't love it. Um, However, I just read Problematic Summer Romance, which is book 2 in the series, and ended up giving that one 4 stars. I thought it was really stinking cute. So I don't know if she's doing any more in this series. I honestly like didn't even realize they were connected at first. So yeah, no idea what's going on here. But again, if you guys know, let me know down in the comments what is happening. Another series that I started, which is, just another little graphic novel series, is Dan to Dan. I read volumes 1 through 4 because my husband wanted to go see the Dan to Dan movie in theaters, and I had not watched the show, so I just binge read the first 4 books real quick. I think there are 20 in total. Definitely not for me. um, I read them because we were going to the movie, so I wanted to be like caught up. Um, I don't know. I wasn't really invested until there was a character we met in volume 4 that I really like. But I hadn't been invested until that point. So we'll see if it gets better from there. Um, Again, I'm not gonna watch the show. I'm not that obsessed. I don't. It's whatever. But if another movie happens to drop, then I will continue to binge read the graphic novels just because we have them. They're sitting on our shelf. My husband likes the series, so he's read them. Um, but it's not something that I think I care to continue unless I have a reason to continue. And then last but certainly not least, I started the Shining series by Stephen King. So I just read book 1, The Shining. Ended up giving it 4 stars. Stephen King is really hit or miss for me. Um, but I did end up really liking it, and I'm really excited to read Doctor Sleep. So I can't wait to continue this series either. I just love the eeriness of it, and I don't really know much about the story in Doctor Sleep. Like, I don't even know if we continue following any of the same people. Like, I just truly don't know, but I'm excited to check it out. All right, guys, those were all of the series I either started, finished, got caught up in, DNF'd, unfortunately. So let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of these series, how you feel about them. Um, and I think I'm going to do the spinner wheel again for episode 5. I have actually, at the point of filming this, already spun my spinner wheel and am actively working through the next series. So I've really been enjoying that too. A lot of fun, but it is definitely a much longer series that I need to get caught up in. I think it was like 5 or 6 books I think that I needed to read for that spinner wheel pick. So it's been a process. So that will be a next episode. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Give the video a thumbs up on your way out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.